we asked each of the panelists to go deeply into their process of engagement, how they deployed different tools with their employees to get as much information as they could. And we got a wide array of examples, including even very specific understandings of how they use test spaces and demonstrated the capabilities of where they would take their workplaces. I thought that was really cool that came out. And they all did it a little bit differently, but what they learned and how that compelled them to do something maybe a bit different than they might not have otherwise really showed up.
You know, it was so exciting to host this event tonight because so many of the attendees came up to me afterwards to talk about that just seeing our space really showed them what was possible. It's one thing to talk about creating collaboration spaces and thinking about almost like a form of hospitality in the corporate environment. It's another thing to see it in action and really to experience it firsthand. And so inviting these guests into our space, I think, really allowed them to see what was possible.
I saw a lot of people in the audience sort of nodding their head when we talked about the process and the importance of the pre-planning part of it, which made me think that a lot of folks that aren't in the real estate business do think of it as a sign a lease, hire an architect, hire a general contractor, end of process sort of thing. And so I think that that did resonate. I did have a client talk to me about their in the process of building a building, going to be relocating a bunch of people into the city. And so they were very interested in sort of the whole change management and how do you get people invested in the new space from the design side of it, but also once you've built that space, you know, if you're asking people to change their entire commute pattern and work in a neighborhood that they don't know where it is, how do you get people invested in that? Now, we didn't have to do a lot of that because we didn't physically move our location, but we did speak a lot about how do you get people invested in the new space, giving tours, letting people see it before it's open, that kind of thing. And I think that there were some nuggets that he took away from that to apply to his particular situation.